Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Mousy TV. We already have a match going on here. It's gonna be a ZVZ. Honestly, I asked them to wait, so if our wonderful organizer is not really planning to help me out in this regard, so I can actually prep for the tournament that he asked me to cast, then might as well they can just wait. Sorry for the viewers. It's gonna be a bit of a shit show here, but it is what it is. We're going to try to fix the camera, the lighting and all that stuff, so yeah. I'm not really in a rush. I'm not exactly in a rush, so I'm only an observer. I cannot even talk to them. So yeah. Oh, we're fine. I don't really care. It's a ZVZ. They pretty much upset me, so we're going to roast them a bit. How about that? We're going to roast them just a tad bit. All right. Okay, so our first roastee, it's going to be our Polish, well, off-racing as Zerg. Let's see how the suffering is going to go. It is Rumbuz. And his opponent, the organizer for Red Pack Esports, the one that couldn't actually wait 2 minutes to actually start the stream properly. It's Abatur. Okay, so first of all, I see that both players want to play the lame way. We are going to see two hatch first shenanigans, which I am not exactly too fond of. I'm not a fan of it, so I'm going to just, you know, casually get my alerts and everything back, just so if people want to actually do something about it, then they can. Okay. By the looks of it, everything's fine. So hopefully everything works, because I had to like set up everything in a rush. My apologies if this is something that if there's gonna be something that's gonna be messed up. We see a spine crawler. I'm not sure why. I guess it's going to be for the safety spine. It cancels it, so waste 25 minerals for no apparent reason whatsoever. I guess it's fine. I mean, okay, so he cancels the spine and now he's going to just lose links as well and drones. So this looks better and better for Mr. Abatur, as Rumbuz is going to take the third base. Oh, and Rumbuz doesn't really want to move the Overlord. Like, this, I don't know why you would make put the Overlord there on a peeping pillar. So yeah, no worries. Both of these players wanted to like rush the start, and we're going to just roast them as much as possible. This is too early of a scout. Like, what are you going to scout here? Zergs are not really pulling out of gas. It doesn't make any sense, because you want a Baneling nest and you want Banelings, so you need gas for that. You won't scout a super quick layer anyways. You can do that once the speed is done. So yeah, pretty much a waste on the HP of that Overlord. Now, once again, 4 links are going to poke here on the third base of Abatur. Rumbuz's third is going to be faster, but obviously he's more exposed because his Baneling nest is just now starting. So if Abatur has 2 brain cells left, then probably he's going to move across and just try to do some damage. And by the looks of it, that is exactly what he's going to do. Links are floating across the map. And basically we are looking to have a bit of a scramble here. I'm not sure what's happening. Why would you fight in the smallest choke point? I get the reference knife fight in a phone booth, but this is like a bit of a stupid level, so to say. Once again, if you just joined, this is DK Weekly number 99. We are going to roast these players, these first 2 players especially, because they don't care about the streamer. Well, the streamer won't care about them. That is exactly how it works. Okay, couple of nice mailing connections, and Abatur is going to move into the main. Bit of an AFK link situation there. Now a lot of those links, they should target fire the hatchery, and now they should run away as well, of course. And he should back off because he has a third hatchery, so now it's basically whatever. He can do whatever he wants. The one thing I would do here is going to roaches, because the economy will be a bit better for Rumbus, but he's not gonna have the necessary tech here. Now Abathur is floating all the money in the world that you can float in a ZVZ in this time. And Rumbus, of course, is going to be a gentleman and is going to let him go in. Obviously, no bailings here means that this is going to end in just a couple of seconds, I believe. I mean, there's going to be... Oh, never mind. So, drones are not targeted down. That means the economy is going to be intact on the side of Rumbus. Oh, okay, never mind. That's a lot of bailings, especially if you block them. That's going to be the best way to actually deal with these. Why deal with them yourself if your opponent can deal with them themselves, with their own banelings, that is. Okay, so after a bit of action now, Rumbus is going to try to go for a counterattack. Let's see if it's going to be successful or not. Has a bunch of gas. He should not make any more links. He should keep this to make at least 20 banelings or even more, you know, just... all the bailings in the world. Obviously some tech would be quite nice. Abathur decides that 4th base is for losers. Why actually go for that if I can just make a macro hatchery? At least he realizes that he has to spend some of that money. And let's see the control versus the bailings. That's gonna be quite a nice trade here for Abathur. Okay, this is brilliant for Abathur. And there's the GG. Well, that's why you don't try to off-race in a matchup that you have no idea about, I guess. Now, in the meantime, we should try and get that... that thing here. Okay, I'm not sure what's happening here. Let's see, once again. Nope. Okay, there we go. So, as you can see, it is going to be a short tournament. Nothing too fancy here. And we can show the 3rd place match as well, and we can actually showcase something like this. Hello, gamers. Hello, gamer. Okay, never mind. Let's shrink it down a bit. Okay, well, looks all right, I'd say. Yeah, we can live with this. Once again, I apologize for my negligence of this whole thing. No, just go already if you... Oh my god. Ah, it's one of the rare moments when they actually piss me off. It's one of the rare moments where I actually get pissed off. Because the other day was already asking me like, okay, ready, 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 like he asked me 10 billion times. And I told him, if I'm in the lobby, then I'm ready. But I joined and I told them that I just started the stream. And they literally started without me actually being ready. So I get it. There's like stuff that they don't know, but still. It's kind of BS in my opinion if you literally don't wait for the streamer to actually introduce your tournament and just, you know, talk a little bit about the whole thing, the format, something. So if anybody is interested, then probably just, you know, let the streamer talk and do their job if you wanted them to cast this. Anyways, so the second Roasterino is going to be with a bit of an off-race shenanigans. So looks like both players want to play the dumb version of themselves, aka they want to off-race because they think both of them are like really good and all they are so great and everything. And if you just tuned in once again, this is a roast session right now, as we're gonna have Abattoir, the interesting, well, Zerg named Protoss, and going up against a Protoss that thinks Zerg is OP. But yeah, it's funny because he always says Zerg is OP, but he never wins with it. Anyways, it's Rombos. Mar won easily. Well, honestly, I'm sorry, but Mar is not playing right now. I don't know, like, Mar is not playing right now, and we're not casting Mar. I trust you, Gam Gam, honestly. But yeah, I would thank you for the follow, but I know that you followed in the past, and honestly, I'm not a fan of people who unfollow and refollow during like tournaments and whatnot. Nobody forces you to follow in the first place, but that also comes with the disability of like not being able to chat. Okay, this is quite an interesting opener from Rombus. So, well, this is probably the Mar type of interesting build, where you go pool first and with gas. What is he doing with the gas? Honestly, like, he got the gas recently and he only saturated it with 2. So yeah, I don't think it makes too much sense. You should saturate it all the way because you kind of need speed, and you'll need because now you have 2 adepts on your head, and basically, yeah, like, it's quite a bit of a stupid move. Okay, like this is absolute real A move. Showcases that the player was a former Protoss, and obviously Zergs don't have to put their units in between mineralized, so Abattoir kind of failed at that. But at least he nailed the tech on the side of his side of the map. That's the thing, guys. If you piss off the streamer, expect the streamer to roast you in the game. Like, I can make a fool out of you as well. And that's basically for Abatur and Rumbus if they ever watch the VOD. But I appreciate all of you who actually tuned in. I apologize to the viewers, but there's things that I would rather not actually like let go, you know? Okay, Rumbus is still... Oh, no speed, okay. No speed, no lair, no tech. We have another gas. We have 200 and, we have close to 300 gas, so nothing makes sense over here. I don't know. Okay, so finally speed starts at 5 minutes. Rumbus actually probably found the hotkey for the speed. You can just look at the beautiful APMs. So he has 285 average APM. Glad to see that he pressed the right button for once, aka the speed. And I would say Kappa, but actually not. Okay, Quiddy Spore is going to be in position. Well, Spore is not exactly in position. Could be a bit more towards this edge. Because usually you would see... So even this Spore could be like over here. You know, because the Oracle just comes in towards this side and basically moves over to this side, and that's pretty much it. Okay, cancel on that fourth base, as it should be. And now we have no speed yet, but it's gonna be here in just a couple of seconds. Now, this is not enough of a Protoss army, to be honest. We have no extra Twilight Council upgrades or anything of that matter. So yeah, that's gonna be, well, not that much. Gonna go for a recall. Neither player wanted to win this fight for real, I guess. Couple of force fields were expanded, and that's pretty much it. So I'm not sure. An Oracle has fallen as well, and 5 adepts, so it's quite nice considering that adepts are really good against lings, and those were pretty much lings exclusively. Now I have no idea. We have a roach for him, but this is so late that by the time +1 and roaches are gonna be out, the Protoss will have carriers if they do it properly. Thank God the Protoss only has a 3rd base right now. I'm not sure why that is the case. Abatur is floating once again. The whole Swiss bank is on in his bedroom, basically. Just feeding into the computer. That's why he's mining more minerals. He's actually playing Brood War. The turn rate for those are actually... Like, the mining speed is faster in Brood War, right? So Abatur is basically abusing that fact. Even though this is not a... This is not basically a SC1 versus SC2 mod game. Alright, Twilight Council comes in. Solid 2 minutes late, if not more. Actually, a solid 3 minutes late. Like, I'm not sure what to tell you guys. These players are normally above 4K, but since both players are deciding to off race, it is quite weird to see these two players. Yeah, so for now, honestly, I don't know what to tell you. Like, I said I'm going to make this first series a roasting one, but if you look at it, I'm pretty sure we can actually figure it out that... Yeah, they're basically roasting themselves with the gameplay. No, I actually don't want to be like 100% mean for no reason, but I'm going to call them out. Like, once again, the Spore is super far away. You know, it's kind of interesting that we have these players that are that are basically playing each other's main race. So yeah, they should know how actually things work. Like when Rumbus goes in with an Oracle, he should know that the Spore is usually in position. Otherwise, it's going to make it super nice. Two stasis traps for one link, and 3 stasis traps for 2 links. That's actually quite nice. We have one more in a really awkward position, and Abatur is looking to actually do something here, but by the looks of it, this is gonna be quite successful. Blink is not yet done, so this is quite risky. If Rumbus had any kind of upgrades worth on these links, then it should be fine. Now, what you can do is play +1 melee. Just to give you a couple of insights over here, that's probably the most popular thing. Actually, Rumbus does not have enough here, I believe. Oh, but maybe Abatur is not going to blink micro. Okay, he starts blink microing right now, and by the looks of it, this should be enough for the Hydras to actually be taken down. This amount of Stalkers. Okay. Group Spines isn't just now going to finish up, so Hydra range could have been quite an important factor over here. Also, thank you for the follow. I suppose the OW is for Overwatch, so I'm actually glad that I'm making some cross-game, if I can name it like that, connections with people. Okay, blinks on top of that. Queen takes it down. Potentially this 5th base is going to fall. Now, Rumbus has good economy, but yeah, Abatur is also... Oh, that's quite bad. So, has good economy, has decent stuff here. Actually, it was the 4th. This was the 5th, and that's going to be the 6th. Now, he's going to take it back, so everything seems to look nice. And we're going to go potentially to Storm and Carriers, which could be a really good addition. Now, we have a bunch of Bailings morphing over here. Does Abatur have anything? Well, no. So that means it's going to be quite difficult to do anything against these Bailings. Bailing speed is also done, so they're going to roll in. Now, obviously, the good way would be to actually try and wall off this portion. At this point, you could just explode these Bailings into the Nexus and it would be quite okay. It's gonna blow them up into the Stalkers instead of just move commanding them through the Stalker line. Just making the Stalkers shoot them. Probes are gonna be pulled. Couple of Stalkers. Potentially gonna try to blink here, but it's gonna lose 18 workers. Abatur is on the back foot right now. He has a single carrier in production, has a single Stargate. Usually if you want to switch into some late game tech, you really need that second Stargate at least. So obviously the 2 players did not have the memo, and by the looks of it, Rumbus will manage to overpower Abatur, and we might just go to game number 3, at least by the looks of it. That's a cute position over here, but at this point there's plenty enough Hydras and units are just flowing across the map. Gateway unpowered, and these gateways are also unpowered. He needs to wall this off, but I don't think that's going to matter too much. There's a single carrier. I'm pretty sure those Hydras are going to go down to that single carrier without upgrades when there's +2 Hydras. Kappa. Oh, and 3-3 for the ground army is actually started, as well as Adreno. We have Burrow for some reason. Do we have any kind of infestors? Nope, that's not the case. A lurker then. Somebody tell Rumbus that lurkers don't need the Burrow upgrade, so it's a bit of a waste. Okay, he's gonna roll through these probes, and that's... I really think Abatur has nothing left here. That's gonna be 31 workers hitting the deck, and for some ungodly reason, Rumbus just suicided all the Hydras to a single carrier army. Second carrier is gonna be out now. The 2 carrier power spike that should come at like what, 6 minutes or so. It's gonna come in a solid 8 minutes later, but hey, it's still some kind of power spike compared to his army. 2 carriers, adding 2 carriers is not bad. Sometimes it feels so good to be evil, honestly. sometimes it feels like I love my trait that I'm somewhat of an Avenger type, you know? So if somebody's rude, I'll just go mass sarcasm on them. Now the grand push starts. And obviously 7 Ultras are going to be extremely good against the carriers. As I heard, Ultras are actually catapulting into the sky, according to the latest patch. Or maybe the carriers are actually touching the ground and Ultras can reach them. Oh yeah, I love this. So this is kind of wild here, but I don't know how this game is still going on. As Avatar tries to remake. Oh my god, 100 workers for Rombas, and he's playing Ultras. Last time I checked, Ultras are and Hydras are quite supply heavy, so it's not exactly a unit that you really want to play with 100 workers. Maybe 80, 85 at best, but you should just A move, because otherwise the carriers are still going to DPS. And look at how much these Ultras have. They have Kindness, but obviously there's going to be plus on Carapace, so there's 2 base armor, plus 2 for the Ultras. These are going to be 5 armor Ultras, and now we're going to have Corruptors, so yeah, it took some time. Obviously, if you have the Hydra tech, doesn't really matter, because you still need Corruptors. And by the looks of it, this is gonna look like we're gonna go to a game in number 3. All right, we're waiting on the third game of this. All right. Is anybody okay? First person to actually type ZVZ or ZVP in the chat will decide the fate of this third game. Obviously, it's gonna be a minute delay, but hopefully somebody hears my voice. We're waiting, no worries. All right. All right. Okay, this what? Oh, he's eating chips. Okay. He's eating chips. Oh boy. Okay, you know what? They might have had enough. I think this is gonna be enough of a roast here. I guess we still have to do it, you know? So, this is gonna be a separate one. This is gonna be a YouTube one, I believe. Alright, hello YouTube! Welcome back to the BouncyCast channel. So, these two youngsters decided that the first game can start without asking if the stream is ready or not. I had to rush everything, the quality was poor and everything, so I roasted them in the first two games. We had a ZVZ and we had a ZVP. For the third one, Mr. Sickest here in the chat decided that they should play a ZVT because they wanted me to decide if it's going to be a ZVZ or a ZVP. I asked the chat. Well, turns out it's going to be a totally different matchup. And they said, Rumbuzz is going to be the Zerg, Abatur going to be the Terran. So, speaking of the Terran, we have Mr. Abatur as our red Terran in the top left side of side Delta. And we have a Rumbuzz as our blue Zerg in the bottom right side. Once again, huge shout out to Sickest for this brilliant idea. So I played against Abatur's Terran. It's not terrible. It's not as bad as you think. It's not his main race, obviously. He used to play Protoss every now and then. I don't think I want to show you his Protoss. Like, no offense or anything like that. Or even if it's offensive, it is what it is. But anyways, so we are going to have a bit of an interesting matchup. as they called it, that this is gonna be so bad. Like, the pessimism starting with these youngsters is like, painful. But anyways, so, oh my god. I love this one. Oh no, I love it. Oh, this is brilliant. Like, what the fuck is this? Well, yeah, I mean, you played Protoss, Rumbus. I'm pretty sure this is familiar, so Abatur calling this meta is like, yeah, I don't know, is like calling a, I don't know. I'm trying to get like a really overdone metaphor here, like an analogy. Oh no, please don't tell me this. Please don't tell me this is not gonna be a thing. Like, you cannot out-repair the spine. Like, that's not a stalker. That's not... Yeah, this is terrible. Okay. I'm not sure what what this achieved, but it was good for show. It was good for the show. So we're gonna have a fast tech lab, and we're not gonna have Hellions, which is quite weird in my opinion. Obviously everything slips at home when it comes to the macro. At least Rumbus found the Zergling speed key 1 solid minute late. Oh, this is gonna be quite bad here. SCVs need to be pulled, and SCVs can actually fight quite decently. He's gonna lose a couple of them, but yeah, Rumbus is going for extra Zerglings. Now, this would work quite nicely if leg speed would have been done for now. And obviously, if you want to do something like this, you should also go for a Baneling Nest, right? I mean, it would be quite nice to have that, because we're gonna have... Oh no, where's the tank? There's no tank started. Okay, so Abatur seems to be dead. I guess this is gonna be a super short video, ladies and gentlemen. I I was hoping that we can actually have some kind of a longer game, but honestly, this looks quite terrible on both sides. And the problem is, as we know it, Zerg is imbalanced, so it's going to matter a bit less. So if there's no tank out in the next couple of seconds, then it's gonna be quite difficult. Rumbus started droning, which I am not exactly sure of. So he made a bunch of Zerglings. So let's see this. He actually sacrificed 11 Zerglings that could have been almost 5.5 drones. And now he has 13 extra links from the ones that he created in the... after the spawning pool finished, which are the standard ones, so that's another extra one. So he could have 12 more workers. Imagine if he was at 55, he could have already like planned an all-in, or just decide what tech he wants and then go for a 4th and 5th base respectively, stuff like that, you know. It could have been a lot of things. Now Abatur is gonna go for a 4th base, 3rd base, sorry, 3rd command center. And by the looks of it, we finally have the first tank. Yay. Yay or nay. But yeah, we finally have it. And by the looks of it, it is gonna be... yeah, the lair comes up. And Lingbane Ravager with 1/1 missile and melee. Wait, do we have a Roach Warren? There's no Roach Warren, so we're going for plus on missile on basically queens. I'm pretty sure you guys realize that by now. So see, it's gonna be a creep spread, so they're going to go and take down these rocks, and they're going to take down basically everything. And it's gonna be beautiful, I promise. It's gonna be Queen Lingbane all in, according to Rumbus, at least from what we see, right? This is fascinating because we see the whole map, we see everything that we can see, and I don't know what this double upgrade is gonna be for. So I honestly, I'm really trying not to roast them, but I don't know. I'm only 3,500 and I don't recall making +1 missile without actually thinking about getting a roach horn. Well, okay, so we have our answer. We're gonna go for some hydras, which are not that great against what Abathur will have, most likely. Stim is once again a couple minutes late. And then, yeah, we have a massive supply block. Like, his life depends on it. Everything is halted. I love this. So there's literally nothing producing. 3 supply depots are going to be finished, but these should actually start working on the next set, because he's already close to supply blocking once again. Now, a couple of Lings and a pair of Banelings are actually roaming around the map and trying to figure out what's happening. Obviously, the 3rd command center is nowhere near done. 4th command center done. Whoa. Technically, it started only before the 3rd one actually lifts out. So everything's fine and dandy until you need to start your minings on your 3rd, which is gonna require a lot of things. Now, Rumbas is going to do the so-called BM macro move, which is gonna most likely be going up to 100+ workers and expanding all over the place. It's gonna abuse these things. Oh, stop what? Stop what? I'm trying to figure out what are we talking about? Oh, 2 liberators have fallen. Okay, I suppose it's gonna be the 2 libs that have gone down. Well, we successfully missed it. I guess I almost fell asleep as well, but it's all good. Hey, at least we get a decently long enough cast over here. I would say that if you enjoyed this, then let me know in the comments, but this is more likely going to be a one-off. I don't usually roast people. I sometimes share my opinions and all that stuff, but yeah, roasting is not cool, ladies and gentlemen. So don't do it unless you have like a purpose and you are in both of the players' good graces. I am, so even though we're like bantering and all that stuff, so even when the kids piss me off, I still like them deep down somewhere. By the looks of it, Rumbus is going to clean this up, and yeah, I don't know what is left here for Abathur. It's like Abathur is like asking Rumbus, like, come on, just shoot them down finally. Rumbus obliges and we'll deal with it. Now, the good thing for Abathur is that he has a 4th orbital command to replace that 3rd. Okay, he's gonna try to do something here. Tanks are actually in range, or behind the minimum range to actually try and clean this up, but yeah, this looks like this might just be, well, I don't know. This is like a question of when, not if, Rumbus wins. So once again, we know that Zerg is in balance, so it is all good. Happens to the best. Alright, tanks are going to try and siege up. Ooh, there's one tank that's gonna most likely go down. There's 2 more tanks over there. One more is going to go down at the side. One more supply depot falls as well. Do we have anything here? No cancel on that command center, but Abathur has all the minerals in the world. He's gonna supply them in the non-existent lower bracket. Or it's going to... Oh, yes, SCVs being pulled against the Banelings. Oh, it's so good. I hope you're watching, Sickest. My units are rioting, he says. Well, technically, yeah. Okay, yeah, this looks like a lot of fun. Couple lurkers will morph here. Second Cero. The second coming of Cero in the form of Avatar. Maybe not this time, but it's gonna happen. SB Hewitt. If somebody speaks, not even sure what kind of language is that, but if somebody speaks it, please translate to me. Might just be Kalani, you know, something Protoss or just Imba, you know. What am I even talking about? Protoss players are all about like F2A move, right? So the great Heaven SC actually confirmed that, so nice, beautiful micro, just, you know, making sure that oh yeah, you have a Liberator but you actually don't fight in the range of it. Smart move. Yeah, I'm not even sure what we're looking at, because this game should not actually go on this long. So this game should have been over, I'd say like 8 minutes ago, if not more. 8.5 minutes ago. Once again, we're gonna have the Raid 3 finishing up. Do we have ultras on the way? Oh no. Please tell me he's gonna try to build a command center with with an SCV, just neuraling it enough of the times. I kind of want to see it. I think you need at least like 7 neurals. I might be crazy. Maybe even more if you want to pull it aside. Okay, drones are also trying to fight, or actually they are pulled away. And now Corruptors are going to chase this away, and this one lone Marauder will try to get back, and it's just rushing the medevac, but it's not going to happen. Alright, the final push. Hopefully. I'm just kidding. It's actually enjoyable. All jokes aside, it's actually enjoyable. Like, Robles is showing some kind of improvement. At least he has some ideas that he needs to go hive tech at some point. So I'm glad to see that. Avatar is going to build an engineering bay and a command center, but I don't think that's going to help at all. So maybe Robles should try to burn all of his money onto things that actually matter, and probably should wait until Adrenal is finished. The links could go towards the third base, for example, that triangle one. Okay, he's going to push through, he's going to demolish everything, Bailing split onto the tanks. But is there enough here for the rest? I guess there is, because the ultras could just do the trick here. Bailings are going to crash into the tanks, not the most optimal, but obviously happens, and at this point it's kind of over. Bit of a laugh. That's a weird GGGGG. Never give up. Riot ended. Never surrender. Just do it, end the suffering. I'm such a meanie. I'm such a mean dude here. Okay, so once again another round of Zerglings. I could morph these into Bailings as well, because he has the gas for it. But yeah, why is my one lurker still alive? Oh yeah, there's the lurker. It's gonna die. It's not alive anymore, Rumbus. Okay, Ultras once again forget to use the catapult. Now Broodlords are actually trying to do some work here in the main base. Yeah, I think that's close to the finish. Never give up, never surrender on the side of Avatar, but I don't think tanks are going to help at all, to be honest. Now, these Liberators could potentially just go back to normal mode and try to take down slowly these Broodlords. They do a bit of splash damage, so slowly but surely, if they clump up, this could look okay. Look at that. Actually, he's destroying these Broodlords. Not bad. So the splits on Rumbas with the Broodlords, I don't think I ever saw that. Broodlord split. I've seen Marine split, Zealot split, Stalker split. Lots of splits. Lingbane split, everything else. But yeah, there it is. GG is the call. Whew. Thank you, Sickest, once again for the brilliant idea. So yeah, I'll have Sickest's stream in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers. What's on the other side of the bracket? That's the question. Let's take a look. Okay, so oh yeah, I forgot that he needs to update. What do we have here? What do we have here? What do we have here? So apparently we had Abatur versus Rumbos, we know that one, and then we have Mar versus Gangam, where Mar potentially won. And Beast won 2-0 against Trosha, and totally played Sickest. Let's see where we end up here. Nothing is on the other side. Oh, Beast is giving you a walkover. Yikes. Well, I guess we gotta continue with this one. Let's see. Oh, nothing updated yet. Alright, so we are gonna go into another, well, potentially ZVP, but maybe CVZ. We'll see. Who's the leader? That's the only thing I hate about these live tournaments. That we have to wait. Okay. We got both of these players. They joined and yeah. Okay, the first is gonna be Alcyone. Golden Aura and Oceanborn. Okay. Good. TVP, by the looks of it. Both players are ready. We're going to start. Alright, we have two youngsters, hopefully I don't remember incorrectly. But anyways, we're gonna have a TVP, which is going to be between our Green Protoss Beast and his opponent, our Red Terran Sickest. So what do we know about TVP? There was a couple of nerfs, there was a couple of interesting changes in the TVP meta. Most likely the biggest change still is the Widowmine change, but of course there was a bit of change to the Cyclone as well, so now it has a 3-second cooldown. The mines have reduced splash radius and they have a fat targeting line. Now they need drilling claws to actually stay cloaked after they shoot. It's not enough to have a armory. So let's see how it works. The Sickest will have to defend his SCV, already pulling another one here. It's a bit annoying, but later on it's going to be good enough to just do anything with it, because you know there's going to be mules. Now he's going for the somewhat standard, alternative standard as I like to call it, opener, which is the more aggressive opener, the double gas opener. You can see there's one gas, two gases. It's going to have a super quick factory, and of course this usually culminates into a Reaper Hellion type of pressure, and then into a mine drop, maybe a Banshee opener, which is something that the likes of Clem like to do. Of course you can see a bunch of things, so that's a good thing about double gas openers, that they are quite robust. Usually with Reaper Fast Expand you would get the factory a bit later. can have maybe a couple of Hellions. You can have a Hellion drop as well. Like, there's a lot of options, but still, I think double gas is probably the most robust build that you can have. And in recent times, I've seen the higher MMR players just basically put their command centers on the low ground. Now Sickest opts to go for the safest option, which is command center on the high ground before the starport, sorry. And on the other side, let's see what Beast's tech of choice will be. By the looks of it, it is going to be a Robo. Okay, so Robo first. Probably expecting a mine drop, but obviously the Robo can wait just a tad bit. You can go Twilight first and then Robo, and you should still have enough time to squeeze out an Observer. We'll pay close attention to what the timing is going to be. Mine is going to move out and just potentially deal with any kind of Adept or Stalker shenanigans if Beast decides to move across the map. Now for the Protoss, obviously it's going to be on the defensive side, and then probably a quick swift counterattack could also regain that map control. And then it just goes back and forth, right? So it switches every now and then. Now the Protoss should think about taking a third base relatively soon. Oh, we might lose a probe here. Bit of a mistake here, but not the end of the world, of course. Normally, ooh, this is nice. This is spicy. So already the mine opener paid off, because now that Stalker is 175 resource. So 175 resources gone down for something that costs 100. So basically you traded a bit more than your opponent. You can already see that the resources lost, it's not that much, and probably it means more at the highest level than at this level, but we're at Diamond 1 level, so this is nothing to scoff at, in my opinion. And Sickest is just waiting to pounce with that medevac. Potentially gonna scout the Robo Bay as well. Let's see where that Robo Bay is. The Robo Bay is in a position where he can actually scout it, so it's quite nice. He's gonna drop one mine and potentially gonna take down just a single probe. Oh, this is not bad. Gonna take down that one that's in the gas. Now mines cannot stay cloaked, so it's gonna be a lot more difficult. Oh, that's nice. I like how he actually picked it up. So he's not going to waste it. He's gonna pocket it for later, which is nice. Okay, and Observer is going to stay above the Terran army. We have Marines coming up. Oh, we actually have a tech lab on the starport. Okay, I would love to see interference matrix being researched. Now, we've seen it quite less than before, because, you know, like, Raven openers are going to be still quite common, I think, in TVP, but they're going to be sort of weaker, because you have to keep the Raven, keep the starport on the tech lab for a longer time, so the medevacs and Vikings are going to start a bit later. Honestly, I would have shot at the Stalker, I want to say. I'm not sure though. Now, interesting note here is we have a Twilight, but it's actually going to research charge. We're gonna have Colossus. So the problem with this one is that it's a less mobile army, and if it gets caught out of position without any proper support to deal with Vikings and deal with basically everything else that could be an issue for those Colossi, then it's going to be a total disaster. Obviously, you need something to tank for those. Okay, so upgrades have not started. I would love to see +1. Okay, so it's going to start in Chronoid as well. In this case, I would wait and go for Blink as well, just to have that extra mobility, you know, to pounce onto some Vikings. Obviously, there's the issue where you let the Terran just build up too much, and potentially you're going to have some issues later on when it comes to the push. Now, Sickest is moving out. He's gonna have, or is he? Maybe he is. By the looks of it, he is. So, could potentially be an issue for Beast. How many Colossi are out? We have a second Colossus being warped in from that robotics facility. And I'm saying warped in because that's basically the term that Protoss uses. They warp in from Ire, basically, the units, despite the warp gates allowing them to warp in anywhere. They're warping into the gateway, or they are opening a warp gate. Thank you for the hydrate. I'm already gonna do it. Oh, one of those Colossi actually went down instantly. Battery overcharge is going to be popped, but it's kind of useless here. And oh, Sickest is not aware of it, but I'm not sure. Not sure what to say here. Okay, Raven is actually dropped a auto turret. Nice pull away from that. Disruptor on the way. So we're gonna play bowling. Thank you so much for the redeemables. Oh, that feels good. You know, sometimes I remember, and sometimes I need a reminder. So, okay. So by the looks of it, we're gonna go into disruptor stuff. Thank you, Gam for the posture check. I literally just did that because that's usually the trifecta that Masalu redeems. So, okay, yeah. So I kind of anticipated it. Ghosts are out. Scouts for an extra base, but Beast actually took the one at 6 o'clock. Which is probably the better one. Actually, I don't even know. Versus Terra, you might want to keep yourself clumped, but you have the luxury of Protoss to just warp in wherever you need to, if you have enough gateways. We have only 7 gateways. We have a second robo, 3 Stargates on the way, so we're going to go into some Skytoss shenanigans. Now, what that is going to look like, we'll see relatively soon. I assume it's going to be carriers. Now, you would want to get +1 air weapons already, as that takes quite a lot of time. How many disruptors? We have 4 disruptors, so usually I think you would have like 5, 6, and then you can kind of stagger it. So it's almost like permanent disruptor shots. Okay, we need one more. Oh, this disruptor could have shot, so would have been quite nice. Okay, Robo gonna get taken down. Nice EMP here on the side of Sickest. Ghosts are running away. He could turn around and just fight this. Obviously, you need to be well aware if that's going to be the case. A bit of a Marauder drop here in the main base. Gonna take down that Stalker instantly. Nicely done here. Picks up, knows that there's nothing that can deal with the medevac. I would like to see... Okay, oh, that's a bit of an F2, I believe. I would love to see Sickest actually scout for how many Stargates there are. And I would love to see Sickest actually just go and try to deny +3. That could be the case. Or if he would unpower this would actually shut down the forge, right? I think it would. Okay, he's probably going to do just that. Oh, he needs to target fire this pylon. He needs to target fire this pylon. He's not target firing the pylon. He's going to target fire the units. In the meantime, the Protoss is moving across the map in the center. Gonna lose a Marauder, but it's not going to mean that much. Disruptor shot misses widely. There's nothing there. Okay, a bit of a... I'm not sure what took down that Zealot. Maybe the Disruptor shot. Okay, Vikings are actually taking down the Colossus. Or maybe not. By the looks of it, it has only a sliver of HP, so it should basically be dead by the next fight. Don't think there's too much energy that can be regenerated. Oh, the repair is absolutely perfect here. Sickest will actually do the trick. Let's see the splits. Oh, beautiful splits on the side of Sickest. That was huge. Manages to repair the... Manages to repair those, that planetary, so it's going to be really, really good for him. Now, this should also transform into a planetary, and you kind of need to be careful because the closer you get to the Protoss, it's going to be easier to just warp in a couple of units and just send them your way, even for distraction. Just for distraction, you know, like, you don't really care, but even if you just pay attention to it for like a second, because you don't actually acknowledge that you need to pay attention to your main army, you're going to lose your main army. Like, you send in the Zealots and then you shoot the Purification Nova, you're most likely going to hit the Terran army. And unless there's like a super huge clutch reaction time thing, then you might actually see someone actually realizing that it's only a bait to look there. He's gonna drop 3 scans actually. We're gonna see all the static defense. There's not that much static defense considering what a Terran could go through with this kind of army. But this army is actually looking quite scary. There is +3, +1. The ship air weapons is actually not even finished, so that's a bit of a mistake. Dark Shrine is also not on the playing field right now, so it's not yet in the cards. It's gonna be soon, but it's gonna take quite some time. Okay, Liberators will siege up here. Oh, that's a big Purification Nova. So this is the problem. There's always Purification Novas that you need to be careful of. Oh, it's gonna lose a couple more Marauders, but yeah, that's the problem. While Storm is going to chip away a bit less of your units when it comes to Marauders. Disruptor balls don't really care about the HP of your units. They mostly destroy everything below a tank, like the rank below a tank, basically. I think Cyclones, Hellions as well die. Doors die to multiple Disruptor shots. Tanks die to 2 Disruptor shots. Marauders, Marines die to a single one. SCVs, of course, a single one. Yeah, so it's quite difficult to play against Disruptor balls. Everybody's just seeing the big shots, but obviously we gotta acknowledge the fact that Protoss also needs to be on top of their game. Oh, did he see the DTs? Oh, I could have EMP'd them to reveal them. I could just try and EMP them. But by the looks of it, Beast is going to go into the least valuable... It's going to be into the least valuable base. Oh, let's see the Disruptor shots. By the looks of it, this should be enough to actually push through. No, never mind. Sickest is dealing with this. Oh, he's going to go for the recall, but potentially going to lose one more carrier. Oh, almost losing all 3 carriers. That was beautifully done here by Sickest. The upgrade game is on Sickest's side for sure. It's gonna go for the SCVs here, but these are not that valuable SCVs. It could just go for it. Okay, it's gonna snipe it. Nicely done here, just cleaning those DTs up. We have 8 more Dark Templar. Do we have we don't have blink for them, not even started, so Beast will try to remax on carriers. Carrier, Colossus. I would love to see Storm, to be honest, but obviously that's gonna be a lot harder to use due to the EMPs. The threats of the EMPs, those are going to make it a lot more difficult. Now, according to the mineral gas bags, Beast could throw down like multiple Stargates, but obviously you kind of want to acknowledge the fact that you're getting this amount in a minute and then you actually produce this much in a minute. So the income and an output, so to say, the cost of the actual units per minute should be somewhere equal, and that would be the perfect macro. That means you should not try to go for multiple Stargates just because you are floating so much. You should go for potentially maybe a couple extra, because over time it's going to add up, because you every single rotation you're always going to just basically spend more, right? Now Sickest retreats to his base. He has sensor tower coverage all over the map. That is really nice, except for the center. I'd love to see a sensor tower like here, just to cover some more of the center, or maybe just get this Zelnaga tower, obviously. That could be really, really good. Couple of DTs, and the single Lonely Zealot is moving across. I'm not sure. I think Sickest did not see this. And that's going to be quite annoying for Sickest to actually deal with. Command center is moving out to the gold base, but Sickest could potentially win this fight. Vikings are actually taking down the Colossi, and there's no splash damage. Beautifully done here. And there's literally no splash damage for the Protoss. The Protoss once again just fails to actually do anything of value. It's gonna move it. It's going to actually put the carriers into the ground. Off the sky, he says. Now he might just pounce at these. Oh, Blink DTs moving forward. We need an EMP or some scans. Is that going to be the case? There's no scans, maybe? Aren't there no EMPs? Could be EMPs as well. So that's a problem with Protoss, that Terran has multiple detections. It has the Raven, has the turrets, has the scan, and has the Ghost EMP. Oh, this is nice. It's gonna drop a nuke. Obviously, it's not really going to hit anything, but it's going to damage a bunch of stuff here. Okay, he's gonna move in and gonna try to potentially push through here. Does Sickest have enough? I think these carriers are going to go down, and that is gonna be the case. Beast taps out, and game number 1 goes the way of a Sickest. All right, second map, Golden Aura. Okay, let's put in the scores. And second map, a Golden Aura. We are looking at the main base of our Protoss player in the green colors, trying his best last game, but actually kind of forgot his carrier upgrades. Let's see if he's going to correct that mistake in game number 2 here on Golden Aura. This is Beast. And his opponent, representing the Terran race in the red colors, trying to bring it home for himself and advance into, I believe it's going to be the finals already. So yeah, let's see how it goes. Let's give it up for Sickest. All right, so Sickest actually had a decent game last time, but obviously it was a tad bit of a throw on the side of Beast. He played quite nicely up until the point of, you know, just basically, you know, the late game, I'd say. He had a decent shot. Oh, he had a couple decent disruptor shots as well, but yeah, disruptor shots are not really going to work if you actually cannot find some good angles. You need some disruption. You need like, why can't I actually remember that word? Some distraction. Okay, finally. So you need some kind of distraction on the side of the Terran, run by or something, you know, just do something and then pounce at once. I think that's the most efficient way to actually deal with a Terran army if you're playing disruptors. The other one is like just try to stagger disruptor shots and hope for the best. All right, the Reaper is going to try and move in. Not going to be successful. And right now, Twilight Council is going to be the first thing to be thrown down. So, once again, the we call it the standard opener in PvT. At least I like to call it. I think that's probably the safest opener, because with Stargate you can kind of get blind countered, and then it's going to be quite difficult. For example, a 3 racks is nothing nice to deal with when you open Stargate, especially Phoenixes. Well, not especially Phoenixes, no, actually especially Oracles, I'd say. The Oracles are extremely squishy, so they're literally glass cannons based on energy. Their attacks are based on energy, so it's quite difficult to actually deal with them. Okay, I'm gonna let the camera on this adept while I'll run for my glasses, because I feel like my eyes are quite burning, so I'll be right back. Okay, apologies. Grab my glasses. So now hopefully I'm going to look smarter. Maybe my brain will not explode at some point. It feels like it tries to explode. Ooh, that's 5 probes. Okay, we just got back in time for the big booms and saves both mines. That is actually quite big for Sickest. Okay, what else happened? So yeah, 7 probes in total went down. That's quite terrible, honestly, if you ask me. But at least we have Blink this time. Ooh, and Cloak Banshee is going to be the follow-up, as well as double racks, of course. We're going to have this tank to protect ourselves from the big bad Protoss. Okay, Cloak is going to finish, and 2 Banshees will be moving across the map. Well, the first Banshee is going to start working on stuff, I believe. Oh, he needs to pay attention. He's tapping it, so he has them on a control group, which is nice. Oh, stalkers are going to make things a bit harder. Do we have an observer? We have an observer. Oh, oh, that's quite unfortunate. It's gonna lose a couple of units there, and a probe as well. So at least he gets both mines, so that's quite nice. Okay, now he's gonna move in, but there's cannons in the mineral line, so quite a weird way to actually deal with it. But if it works, it works. Gonna have +1 ground weapons finishing for the Protoss. We have okay, 3rd command center, and we have barracks 4 and 5 coming in. Immortal production coming in hot, and once again we're going to go into potentially double robo immortal. Sorry, not double robo immortal, double robo with a robo base. So yeah, robo tech overall. I would try to go for basically some oh, it just went out of the range of the detection. Oh, and then it doesn't register the shot. It's basically you dodge the shot in that case. Okay, Sickest will just try to move out. Oh, but he's actually caught off guard here. He's gonna try to siege up the tanks, but does he have enough here? And now he's actually caught off guard. These two immortals. The immortal will go down. Stalker's trying to blink to the side and just deal with this, but by the looks of it, they just blinked. Oh, the vision is actually not going to work out. Oh, that's a lot of damage onto these zealots, so they're going to be taken out of combat for a tad bit. Or maybe Beast decides to just go for it. Sickest doesn't really have that much at home, so if Beast plays this nicely, he should have the upper hand, right? Banshees are going to move in and potentially try to deal with this. Obviously, the detection is not going to be there for Beast, and Sickest is moving once again. Okay. Oh, he's gonna even chip away at the zealots. 2 shots and the shields are gone. Oh, no way. No way. Oh, this is like they're immune. What is this? Mine burrows. Now he's moving in with a stim. Oh, he needs to target down the shield battery. The shield battery needs to be targeted as it's healing the Nexus. Oh, that's a big mistake here. Well, problem is, like in these moments, Terrans are like, oh yeah, shield battery is so overpowered. No, shield battery is not overpowered unless you fight into it. So, oh, I suppose you dealt with Rumbas. So yeah. Okay. So Sickest is gonna go for a triple medevac drop, potentially in the main, right? Oh, he's actually taking the longest route here. Just gonna scan for this army, and yeah, 4th command center is gonna be done in just a couple minutes. Oh, a couple seconds rather. Minutes would be quite insane if you ask me. How many ghosts do we have? Do we have any ghosts? I don't think we have any ghosts. We have Marauders queued up into the bananas. Okay, he's gonna move forward. Gonna try to. Oh, he's gonna lose one of those medevacs. I was full of stuff, so it's quite a painful loss there. Okay, he's gonna try and move in once again, but the Viking is not really going to find the Colossus just now. We have a bit of a hit squad here, the remains of that last Doom drop, or semi-Doom drop. It was really a Doom drop, but more for like Sickest units, so Beast is having a much better game. He's closer to Sickest supply, but Sickest has a bit more on the army supply, so let's see. Okay, it's gonna potentially just move forward. It stims, so yeah, stimming is not that great here for Sickest. Obviously, it's going to burn more energy. He should move in and just try to deal with this battery, honestly. Because battery overcharge is going to be scary until there's something he needs to pick up here. Needs to pick up here. Needs to pick up here. Okay. I guess there's like some kind of distraction. It's gonna scan. He doesn't trust that Beast doesn't have the gold. Now the two armies looking to collide with one another. And attacking up in the ramp, actually it would not be that bad. Sickest sends a marauder across. I'm not sure if you saw Beast Army, but by the looks of it, this is looking really great for Sickest. A really good start. Oh my god, that's so marauder heavy, by the way. You have 25 marauders and 16 marines with 9 ghosts to support everything. That's brilliant. We'll soon have enough marauders to say that we have 1 ghost for every 3 marauders. And fusion core coming in. Don't get it twisted. This is most likely going to be for the advanced ballistics, which is the Liberator range, which also got nerfed a bit, so obviously it's still a powerful tool. It was kind of over the edge, in my opinion, but yeah, Liberators were sort of untouchable. Alright, by the looks of it, this is looking quite nice here. The force field is actually not going to benefit Beast here, or maybe the second one does, because there's not going to be that big of a concave, and the Terran Clump is... this is quite dangerous, because the Terran Clump cannot really do anything against like Colossus. Luckily there's only 2 of them, so I guess there's that. Oh, nice snipes here by Sickest. It's gonna siege up a couple of Liberators there. Ooh, is moving in. That one single Viking is trying its best to take down that Colossus. The other parts of the army of Beasts is actually just falling apart. It's going to... oh, that's beautiful medevac micro as well for a couple of style points here. And now Beast is moving in. And Sickest looks to actually just punch through this whole thing. He also has nukes on the way, so it's quite nice. 3 carriers on the way. This time around we have +1 air weapons completed before the carrier production is done. And we're gonna have +1 air armor before 3-3 for the Terran finishes. And that's going to be big, because now the carriers will be a bit more durable and they will have a bit better of a punch. 3 more Liberators show up, so that's gonna be a total of 8 Liberators on the field. Now this is the part where you actually exchange your basic marine stuff to ghost Liberators, potentially maybe tanks, maybe a couple of marauders to make them tankier. Yeah, there's a couple of them that you can actually implement. Think of it as like, you know, I don't know, if you're into tech, then you can say there was like that Alienware laptop that was super upgradable, and you could basically swap out parts here and there and just, you know, do whatever you want with it. Oh, let's see, the sieging Liberators are actually gonna be taken down. Carriers are working on it. Is this going to be the last fight here? I don't think so. These two armies look quite equal here. We have a nuke coming in, but the ghost is going to be taken down. There was no cloak implemented there to actually cover it. And by the looks of it, it's going to just push back Sickest. It's nicely done by Beast. He's going to move forward and try to do some shenanigans here. Now Beast is going for that 6 base, which is going to be nice. Sickest is a 5 base Terran, soon to be 6. It's going to move that command center to the gold. If he can manage to mine the gold for at least a bit, then it's going to be super good for him. That's one of the things that a lot of the people forget about gold bases. They mine out fast, they mine faster, so you get the money faster, but it's actually not that it's not more money, it's a lot of money, but at once, right? So but the duration of the mining at that rate is going to be less than the regular one, meaning that you can keep mining, but yeah, it's going to mine out a lot faster. Now Beast saw a couple of SCVs there, and oh, there's something here. Okay, DT run by is actually quite successful. Cleans out a mineral line. It's nice. Oh, that's beautiful. Just puts those marauders into the bunker. It's quite nice. Oh, just trying to see it. Okay, gonna scan once more. Just going to snipe it. There we go. Alright, finally the base will land once again. We have a couple of planetaries here. And of course we have some more orbitals as well. Also, fun fact, what I've learned here, mules are not actually mining the gold faster. That's what I learned. It was kind of a shocker. I was like, man, they have this really imbalanced method of mining with the mules, and then they combine it with the gold. It should be unstoppable, should be balanced or like broken or something. Turns out it's not. Okay. Oh, nice CMPs here, and although Sickest lost one of those bases, he's actually gonna have a really good time. He's gonna focus down the carriers and then the Colossi, and Beast is looking like he is basically done with this game, as he lost pretty much all of his high-tech stuff. Now Sickest is on 51 workers. Beast is banking quite a lot. He's going to be able to remax a bit easier because he has the money for it. Now Beast has a 7th base actually. That's quite nice. And 89 workers is going to make him bank a couple of things. But now is the time to actually slowly but surely add more production, right? So you kind of want to do that, because otherwise it's going to be way more difficult to max out again. I believe in these late game fights you kind of want to remax at once, and then try to trade again and again and again. Sickest is gonna move in. I believe he actually EMP'd that Nexus. Yeah, it's gonna get rid of the energy of the Nexus, so quite nice. Oh. Well, maybe. No. By the looks of it, those two Zealots are not really going to take any damage. But now Beast is actually trying to move in. Nice purification over, gonna clip a couple of units, but is this gonna be enough? A couple of Vikings need to actually... Oh, they're not going to land as Beast will take this game, number 2. And that means we're gonna go to Oceanborn. We're waiting on Sickest, probably in... Probably in the replay, maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see, maybe it didn't prompt the lobby. It happens quite a lot nowadays. Alright, Sickest is ready. We're waiting on Beast. It's also ready. Yeah, Beast actually managed to take down a Sickest somehow. Okay, we're gonna do the intros and gonna have to BRB for just a tad bit. I'm gonna put us onto Sickest's roller coaster. But yeah, so down to a best of 1 basically. We are going to arrive onto Oceanborn. We have Beast as our green Protoss in the bottom right side, going up against our red Terran Sickest. And yeah, let's see who will take this and get into the finals, I believe. Yeah, by the looks of it, it is gonna be the finals. Oops, sorry about that. There we go. Everything's fine. We're going to have a Sickest POV for just a bit. I have to step away from the PC for just a bit. I'll be right back.
SCV ready.
Base is under attack.
SCV ready.
Our SCVs are under attack. Base is under attack. Command center upgrade complete.
The Grim Reaper has arrived. SCV ready. SCV ready.
Alright, my apologies. Alright, let's see these openers. So, we had a Reaper fast expand. Oh, never mind. We had a double gas opener on the side of Sickest once again. Obviously, that also comes with the Reaper. And we have the standard opener with a Twilight Council on the side of Beast. So, It's gonna be nice. Sickest will confirm that it's Trial Council. Gonna bounce his own Reaper into that grenade. It happens to the best, not the end of the world. Also, I already know that I kind of need a coffee after this, before the grand finals. Alright, Adept is going to get past the Reaper. We once again have the 2-gate blink opener with a fast robo. Obviously you kind of need the fast robo. And this time around we're gonna have charge, which I don't mind at all, to be honest. Oh, by the looks of it, the Adept actually got in, so we're gonna have a scout on what's gonna happen. Another tech lab here. I suppose it's gonna be Banshees, and maybe it's going to be the follow-up of a... so it's gonna be the Reaper into a 2 mine drop, and we're probably going to see a tank Banshee Marine push, maybe. Let's see if we get the cloak as well, because otherwise I think you would start Stim, right? I mean, maybe I'm stupid. Well, I don't think that matters too much, because I could be stupid anyways, regardless of of the build. Okay, oh, that's gonna be... oh, 7 workers. Again, Beast is suffering in the early game. But now we're going to have a second pylon here. So, quite nice. I'm not sure what this is gonna be for. Maybe a dark... maybe a Templar... sorry, Dark Shrine. There we go. Oh my god. Am I just reading the game perfectly here? It's going to be the case. Okay, so maybe a DT drop of some sorts between the cards. I have a Banshee to defend. Okay, Tech Lab is going to be occupied by that barracks and probably going to start Stim. So no early push whatsoever. Alright, Stim finally starts. And I guess we're gonna have a second tech lab here. Okay, never mind. Okay, third command center. Alright, so Sickest is gonna go for a later stage game over here, but this is gonna be actually paying off to him if he manages to defend the DTs. It's gonna have 1 scan and it's gonna have a second scan in the natural. Now it all comes down to the timing. Okay, I believe he should warp in here. Yeah, that's gonna be the case. Oh my goodness, Cranky Ducklings, welcome, welcome Raiders. Oh my lord. Oh, thank you so much, Light. Thank you, puppy. Hope you had a good stream. How was WTL? I suppose you casted WTL. Huge shout out to the Cranky Ducklings, ladies and gentlemen. Huge shout out to Light VIP as well. He also streams. Okay. So we are casting the Design Killer Weekly number 99. We're 1 week short of 100. Not sure if there's going to be any special event or anything like that. Thank you so much. Once again, welcome Raiders. My name is Mousy, and I'm a caster slash streamer slash average Joe for the Platinum Heroes. And I hope to entertain you for the next couple of hours, as we are going to do a small restart after the next series, which is going to be yet another best of 3. This tournament is going to be is actually hosted on Mobius, which is somewhat of a new platform, I'd say. I think it's through the Overwolf application. Oh, look how official I sound. The Overwolf app. Let's just make it nice. So yeah. Apparently it doesn't allow best of fives yet, but it actually has a couple of features which I have no idea how it works or anything like that. In the meantime, we have this little Banshee here just doing some trouble, delaying the mining here on the side of Beast. Actually took out a gas, which might not be that big of a deal sometimes, but in this moment I think when you want to power up with high-tech units, it could matter. Now we can see that Beast doesn't have that much gas. It's kind of doing really badly. Also, Serenity, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome. And hello, Holy Squid. Welcome. That's a familiar face. That's someone I casted in a casual casting evening. Courtesy of our mutual friend and your clanmate Ace, right? And by the looks of it, oh, Guardian Shield is going to actually be quite nice, but the sentries are falling. Tanks are going to get cleaned up, but is this going to be enough here? I believe Sickis just barely has enough not to die. Going to lose an empty medevac and the Viking, which is not the best, but happens. The good thing is for Sickis that he did not really lose anything during that DT shenanigans, so we can see that only a single SCV. He might have lost a lot of things on the battlefield, but the workers are still working hard, and add the mules on top of it. Probably it's going to be really comfortable for Sickis. Of course, he lacks a couple of... Oh, he needs to be careful, he needs to be careful. Uh-oh. Okay, gets rid of the shields. Oh, that's nice. Maybe another EMP. Could drop another EMP. Okay, gonna get rid of both of them. Oh yes, and sorry, there is a 1 minute delay. That's for the tournament. After that, we're going to do a restart, and we're going to go into Brutal Wings of Liberty, so... Actually, fun fact, Squid. Ace was telling me, like, oh, you should play brutal StarCraft 2 campaigns, because they are not that brutal. And I was like, all right, let's do this. And then I realized, like, yeah, this might just be a bit more brutal than I expected. And I was like, you know what? F you. It was like laughing at it, like, why? I'm like, pray brutal, you said. It's not gonna be that brutal, you said. Actually, it's kind of brutal. It lives up to the name, that's for sure. Zealot flank, actually gateway band flank, everything flank is coming in. Oh, that's gonna be a couple of zealots being blown up, and now the EMPs are going to connect with the zealots and gonna burn their shields. It's gonna start sniping them. Oh my god, that was a terrible engagement on the side of Beast. Needs to be really careful. That's why you need to be extremely careful with your disruptors. You can end the game for yourself. I think he clipped like 4 zealots or something. And 4 zealots are nothing to scoff at. Those 4 zealots are actually a lot of times just a game changer or the difference maker, basically. Okay. Oh, beautiful snipes here. Just rapid firing snipes. Nicely done. Okay, one more disruptor shot. Dodge the EMP, so that's quite nice. And now this annoying back and forth will start for both players. Down the ramp, up the ramp, down the ramp, up the ramp. Fire a ball, get back. By the way, we need to repeat that that casting event. Squid Mousy show match. You know what? I'm not that active on the ladder nowadays, but I guess we can do it. But I kind of want to actually get into SC Evo Complete. If you haven't heard of it, it's the biggest the biggest mod currently in StarCraft. Okay, ooh, the disruptor shot. Oh, that's beautiful. Connects with a lot of the units, but he's going to potentially lose a couple of things more here. Battery overcharge runs out, so now it's going to be a lot more dangerous. He's going to push forward. Oh, barely. He almost stepped into it. Vikings are going to land by the looks of it. There's no basically anything that needs to be taken off the sky. Once again, Beast is having the +1 air weapons, and he has +1 air armor completing right now. He also has armor for the ground, but will that matter that much? I guess it would have mattered in the early game when it was more Marine Marauder heavy. Oh, a couple of Marauders will get caught by the looks of it. So yeah, SC Evo is basically the biggest mod currently. Okay, let me just catch up with the events here. I hope I'm not butchering this name. I cannot read the special characters. And I don't want to make an assumption which language is. But thank you for the follow, Rifflylan, and thank you Tilton for the follow as well. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh, okay. So you played a bunch of matches. That's great. You guys should invite me to play those matches as well, because I'm also a fan of it, and I'm always looking to play some of those really good mods. I actually tried SC2 Zerg against O3 Brood War races, and I'm kind of trying to convince Platinum Heroes and Hyper One to host a Platinum Hyper Cup around that. Also, Patches wants to host something around that. Oh, Disruptor shot will miss kind of widely, especially the second one. It's a bit of a back and forth game here. And now we have the carrier upgrades. Obviously, if the carriers reach a certain amount of upgrades, it will make it a lot harder for the Terran to actually deal with it. Now we have +1 air weapons coming in as well. +2 will two-shot stalkers when it comes to liberators. So that's something to keep in mind. We have a bit of static defense here on each base. Now this one I suppose should be outfitted with a lot of static defense. How many carriers? There's only 6 carriers here. I believe we could try to trade out a couple of these zealots maybe. Or maybe the DTs. And go up to something like 8 carriers. No, just trade out a couple more units and just try to go for more. Oh, sure thing. I will do that. I'll actually... I guess I have to go to NA and just search for you in your clan, but... I hope I'm not gonna forget. Although I'm on both your... I think I'm on your Discord, your team's Discord as well. Or your clan's Discord, I don't know what you call it. In the meantime, we have a massacre here. Aaron is doing his CSL with Evo complete today. Oh my god, okay. Thank you for letting me know, gamer. Are you observing for him? Okay. Couple of disruptor shots, but it's going to go for the recall, but this is not going to be the best recall. Oh, actually manages to keep 4 out of the 6 carriers alive. How many carriers have fallen so far? Only 2, so that's not bad. Only 3 disruptors, so Beast is doing quite a good job of keeping alive his most valuable units. The problem here is there's no splash damage right now. There's only 8 zealots, 9 stalkers, single disruptor just now marching. This is going to be the Hail Mary disruptor shot from downtown, but it's actually under the scan. Oh, he's going to hit it. And now that was a beautiful shot, but I don't think that's going to be enough though. We have the hype and everything, but I'm actually overhyping this. Sickest is hella healthy when it comes to the army supply, and he could just go for it. Liberator's trying to deal with the interceptors. There's only a single interceptor, and I believe Sickest has done it. Bunch of ghosts, bunch of marauders, bunch of libs and Vikings. and potentially Beast is gonna try to regroup here, but he's going to lose this base for sure. And now Sickest can look to expand onto the left side. Okay, and yeah, I think there was some kind of a DT run by, otherwise I don't know. Maybe, well, technically, yeah, I don't know. Maybe there was. Maybe there was. I actually couldn't pay attention to it in the chaos. Oh, RecX, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the family. Welcome to the Mousy fam. Oh, that's a bunch of Liberators. How many Liberators we have? Only 6? Oh, he's just unsieging and resieging. I was like, wait a minute, like, this is looking quite crazy. I thought it's like more Liberators, but there's 17 Vikings. 17 Vikings, do they one-shot these? We have +2 armor as well. He needs 3-3 on the armor and attack for those carriers and, well, air units basically. Oh, look at that, just raining death from above. The Liberators actually doing a lot of good stuff here. Oh, he's gonna blink forward, but the EPs are going to reveal the DTs. Oh, he's going to blow up all of his units there. And I think that is going to do it for Sickest. The Vikings land. And now he's gonna try to go for something here. Beast is trying his best, but I believe there should be one more scan. There is, and probably that's going to be the end. This base is gonna fall, and Sickest is actually, oh, that other base is going to be remade, but I don't think that's going to matter too much. That disruptor shot basically destroyed it. We need to see this once again. We need to see this once again. Oh my god, we need to see this once again. He's gonna blink forward. Okay. Oh no. The disruptor shot of doom. Oh, this hurts. Well, it is what it is. So that means we are going to go into the grand finals with Sickest versus Mar. Okay, let's see. So Sickest took it 2-1. I actually don't know the score. Let's see. So we'll remove Beast from the party, and we are going to invite Mar. Alright, so apparently it was a 2-0. If I could actually somehow update the scores, but by the looks of it, challenge is really slow when it comes to updating the scores. Yeah, it's really slow. I apologize for that. So we have 2-0. Okay. Saving, and that's going to be Beast versus Rumbus in the third place match, and we're gonna have our best of 3 grand finals between Sickest and Mar. All right, we're gonna take a short break. Gonna run and make some coffee. Thank you so much for those who actually stayed up until now. So, we're going to take a 5-minute break. Gonna run some ads, just so we remove the pre-rolls. And after that, we're going to come back to our grand finals. See you back in just a couple of minutes. All right, so we're back. Hopefully, okay, we have Golden Aura, Side Delta, and Oceanborn. So let's start with our first map, Golden Aura. Thank you so much for the follows, everyone. Thank you, Marcy. Thank you, Rare 075, and thank you, Quentin Suit. Thank you so much. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all of you. Thank you for the follows. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your presence. You make... can you set Leviathan skin? I suppose I can. Leviathan. And anonymity. Oh yeah, of course. It's gonna be a given. Okay. So, hopefully the players are happy with what they have. Alright. Okay, good luck, have fun on both sides. I got myself some coffee. Put in some milk, so it's not extremely hot, but it's like that perfect temperature. All right, so second map. Sorry, the second best of 3 for now. Actually, no, that's the third. Wow, time flies quite fast. But we're gonna have our ZVT Grand Finals of this week's Design Killer Weekly, the DK Weekly. Apparently, Abater doesn't really like the name anymore, so he just calls it DK. But anyways, for Berserker Esports, our purple Zerg, we're asking for the Leviathan Brood stuff. It is Mar. And his opponent, representing no team currently. I actually haven't had the chance to ask what happened to the Sentinels of Mirage, but this is gonna be sickest. So how's everyone today? How are you on this wonderful Saturday? How's your weekend? What were you doing this whole time? How was the Cranky Ducklings stream? Speaking of which, let's do a shout out to the Cranky _ Ducklings. And of course, let's shout out Mr. Light _ VIP as well. Once we actually manage to do so. Then of course after that we're gonna do it, but we need a 2-minute cooldown. This Overlord is gonna go onto a weird path in my opinion. Obviously you can set it across the map in a couple of ways. The first one is most optimally gonna go through the center of the map, obviously, so the shortest route possible. And by the looks of it, Mar is gonna go for that that special build of his, that 16 pull into double expand. And I'm curious how this is going to fare against Sickest. We've seen this matchup quite a few times in my opinion, and I believe both of them actually came out on top every now and then, so hopefully everything's going to be cool this time around as well. Yes, we are still on delay. This is the Grand Finals. After the Grand Finals, we're going to have a restart. And after the restart, we're going to play some brutal Wings of Liberty. Actually failed Haven's Fall. And I said I'm going to give it a different approach, which is going to be basically the simple solution of doing it later with better tech. Potentially tanks, potentially double SCVs and stuff like that. So the Protoss research is actually crazy, so we should actually complete even the crystals, right? So that's gonna be quite nice. So nothing too fancy happening here. Speed is gonna be quite delayed with this build on the side of Mar. Obviously when you go for a 16 pull double expand, the gas is going to be quite late. You need to go for the 6 slings as well. And by the looks of it, we're going to have a standard third command center before the starport type of opener on the side of Sickest with some cars. And after the cars, well, let's see how he's gonna deal with that roach warren and how many roaches are there gonna be. We'll have the answers soon, and I would assume that it's going to be a tech lab for the starport. Yep, that is going to be the case. So we're gonna go into Banshees most likely. I don't think it's gonna be Raven. I don't think it's gonna be Battlecruiser, but maybe we have. Nope. Well, I tried to send the energy, guys. I tried to do it. It didn't happen. So let's do the shout out to Light. In the meantime, sorry for the dropped FPS. Shout out to Light VIP as well. If you don't follow him, even if you come from the Cranky Ducklings, if you don't follow him, please go and follow Light. Light is very, very entertaining to watch when he streams some Ladderino and all that stuff. He has good insight on the game. He's a Masters 3, sir. Diamond 1 Masters 3. This coffee is life-changing. Okay, Ravagers coming across the map as well. And by the looks of it, this is going to be quite a tight one. Hellions are going to try to get rid of these Lings, I suppose. That would be the optimal solution. It's going to drop. Oh, the Banshee goes down. That is going to be really, really bad here for Sickest. But by the looks of it, he's going to actually deal with it. So I've seen an interesting thought. I believe it was from Bassett, esports storyteller. It was about basically a bit of a small thought about the Cyclone, you know, like it was changed so many times that it literally doesn't know what its identity is. So this could be a certain niche unit as well. Then it became a sort of abusable cheese unit. Then it became an obnoxious one. Then of course now it got a bit nerfed. Now it's kind of like, you know, dealing with cheese, an anti-cheese unit, because you can get it out quite fast, and if you have a decent micro, then you can actually deal with pretty much everything because it has like a decent range as well. So yeah, quite a lot of roles for this one unit. And it's sort of an identity crisis, if we can call it that. So let's see how this is gonna turn out, as we have these Cyclones and Hellions parked out here in the middle of the map. No information yet on the side of Mar on where these are. And potentially going to check for this base. Oh, obviously it's not going to be that big of a chance to have a fifth so fast. Banshee's gonna try to do something. Is that a second Banshee? Yeah, and there is Cloak as well. So it's quite important, but there are spores, so the Cloak is not really going to do anything whatsoever to speak of. Obviously when you see that there is a Banshee as a Zerg, you kind of want to throw down spores sooner or later. Oh, he didn't cloak it. Oh, that's quite a mistake here by Sickest, but he might actually be able to deal some significant damage here with these Hellion Cyclone combo. Oh, bit of a micro mistake there. He's probably gonna lose one more Hellion. Oh, maybe one more Cyclone. Doesn't manage to actually take it down. Mar just tries his best, but just cannot actually manage to do it. Now Sickest is gonna move out with this 2 medevac hit squad. Should not be like the main push. Maybe it is. No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. 2 extra Raxes and a 4th command center being thrown down. Second factory as well after the 4th command center. So we're going to go into potentially tanks, I want to say. Let's see. These these cyclones are literally like super squishy. They should be at like what, 2 HP each. Oh my god, 2 HP each. Oh, one of them falls, the second one falls as well. And now, oh, nice target fire. Mine is going to burrow. Oh, and that mine could actually be big. Oh, that's nice. 5 workers fall. Maybe a couple of zerglings as well. Oh, the bile. And the bile will not connect with that many units, so this is still looking like a very powerful push here on the side of Sickest. It's gonna burrow one mine, and let's see. And there's the GG. Sickest takes game number 1. That was a super nice game. Sickest just basically held. Oh, my apologies. I literally hit my mic arm. Sorry, my bad. I'm sorry. Okay, so I fixed it and unmuted. I didn't want you guys to actually go deaf on me. So it was a really nice hold by Sickest. Couple mistakes here and there, losing the Banshee, of course, and going into Cloak after that. Yeah, it's kind of like, you know, it's a bit of a waste on the Cloak and then not even using it. But after all, he managed to hit the timing with a push. And he had decent micro, nice target fire and all that stuff. So yeah, let's see. On match point and tournament point is gonna be him. But first of all, the Berserker esports representative, our purple Zerg from Russia. This is Mar. Now let's see if our beautiful Polish youngster can actually take it. This is our red turn. Actually, I keep trying to say that it's from Sentinels and Mirage, but it's not the case anymore. This Sickest. I actually need to ask someone from that team or the former team if they actually disbanded or just decided to remove all the roster. Maybe there was some backlash or something. Hello, boss. Hello, master. The good old Lashmester Bio. Pronouncing it in that Hungarian way. How you doing? Hope you have a wonderful Saturdays. Hello, Seraphit. Welcome, welcome. This is already the grand finals. We have 1 minute as a delay, but once again, I have to tell you, stay tuned, because after this we're going to go into Brutal Wings of Liberty campaign. So that's going to be what's up next in the schedule. SCV scouts that the hatchery is in place. Timing is right, and this time it is going to be a 16 hatchery, 18 gas, 17 pool. And Mar already pulls out of gas, so it's going to delay that link speed once again quite a bit. It's going to go for that third hatchery quite fast, so 220 solid, 15-20 seconds faster. Nice save on that that lone drone, denying it from going down. Okay, so far so good, I'd say. So link speed starts. A bit of a busy Saturday. Well, technically my Saturday is also busy, so if we count that, I couldn't stream yesterday. By the way, I had the most hilarious situation. So I started streaming yesterday at my regular time. Started casting WTL, and of course my mic is basically out of position. Okay, so I started casting WTL at my regular schedule, with my regular schedule, and there was a couple of hiccups on the stream. So the clean feed was lagging, was stuttering, FPS was low. I suppose the bitrate was also bad. At one point it even went down, both on Twitch and on YouTube. And then next time I was like, oh no, please don't tell me that it's the clean feed going down again. Then I realized I have no connection anymore. And it turns out there was some kind of, I suppose what I could figure out, according to the ad on the site. Oh my god, these links. So there was some kind of an attack outside of the country, which basically messed with the ISP. And I literally just went to bed. I was like, you know what, then I'm gonna take a nap, a couple of hours. You know, I was kind of scheduled, no, not kind of, but like I was scheduled to cast DK High Caliber yesterday. Shout out to A734 for stepping in and saving the day. It actually was a Giga Chad. I only found out today. So I stepped in and helped out Abatur as well as me. So there was a caster. Now, the thing is, I woke up and I saw I have no internet connection. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'll edit a couple of videos and I'll just try to like play something in between. So I start exporting the videos and I'm like, okay, let's open Steam. I know it's gonna start in offline mode. Oh, that queen is gonna fall, right? Ah, yes, that is gonna fall. Hellions are gonna move in from the right side, potentially gonna try to find a fourth base, but that's not gonna be existing yet. Trying to find a drone that is actually positioning to go there, but yeah, that's not gonna be the case. Anyways, so I was like, yeah, maybe I can actually, you know, play something in between. And I open my Steam and I'm staring at the screen and I'm wondering why in God's name, since I don't have internet according to Windows and everything, and I just checked that my internet is not working on the phone, like the Wi-Fi, no cable, nothing. Like my laptop did not pick up the Wi-Fi either, nor the cable or anything. And then I'm like looking at my friend's window on Steam, and I see that I'm online. I'm like, huh? So it was quite weird to see that, obviously. And then it turned out that partially the internet came back, or I literally nailed the timing around midnight where it started coming back. So it was quite weird. Oh, these links are actually going to be able to surround this. A couple of SCVs are going to fall for sure. Oh, we have +1/+1 with melee and carapace. And all of these Hellions are going to get cleaned up. That is quite nice. Oh, is this like burning down? Nope, not. It's not the case anymore. Oh, there's one more Baylink. 27 SCVs have fallen though. And that is quite big. So the natural and the third base have fallen, both of those. The good thing for Sickest is that Mar doesn't have a fourth base. So Sickest is not as far behind as he could have been. And he still has the army supply to back that up. So we can start remaking SCVs 3x3. It's gonna be fine. Oh, he might even catch a Overlord here. Yep, that is going to be the case. Right, potentially gonna burrow the mine, maybe. Oh, that's 2 Overlords. Oh, this is gonna cost Mark quite a lot. 4th base just now starting, and if Sickest sees this, it's going to relax quite a bit. It's gonna be fine. The problem is Mar also went for a round of drones. Oh, let's see. Oh, nicely saving the Marines from the friendly fire with that mine. Is Sickest. Okay, let's see the target fire on those Balings. Nicely done there. It's gonna fire a mine shot there. Oh, but the mine is gonna go down. Overall, this was not that bad for Sickis. Oh, but he still needs to pick up. Oh, he needs to... Okay. Pick up the Viking as well. It's not gonna happen anyways. That mine could cause a bit of trouble with those SCVs. But Sickis looks to have more than enough Marines here to deal with this. Okay, it's gonna manage to clean this up, and there's a run by squad with Zerglings here set up at that 4th location. My apologies. Worst time to cough, honestly. Couldn't even keep it in. Not sure why would I want to, but yeah. Oh my god, what a mow down here. A couple of SCVs are gonna go down in the natural though, so it's gonna be quite bad here for Sickis. It's gonna try to potentially get them away. Oh, that's really, really nice here. In the meantime, we have the 4th base falling on the side of Mar. Sickis is actually doing a really, really good job in coming back into this game, and this could be a literally game-ending push. The mine is going to shoot. Oh, doesn't take down the queen. But it's going to actually soak up another Baling as well, so that's not bad on the side of Mar. But 20 SCVs have fallen here, so... Oh no, Sickis is taking down his own command center! Oh my god. I don't think you can actually... You should actually throw it into the trash can. It's basically just... You should just replace the audio or something. Okay, oh, let's see the surround here. Oh, beautiful pre-splits here on the side of Sickis. He's gonna try to go for those splits, but can he actually do it? I don't think there's enough Marines here. He's gonna try to get away with whatever he can, but by the looks of it, this is gonna be all that he has. He should boost out of here and potentially just go for more. Okay, he's gonna drop once again, and he has some reinforcements here. +2 is going to finish. Oh, we don't have +2 armor for the infantry, so it's a bit of a mistake here for Sickis. It could be really good against those Zerglings. We have a changeling here. Let's see if that is going to help out. Okay, nicely spotting it. Beautiful stuff by Sickis. Oh my god. Oh, that's a lot of queens here. One queen falls, maybe another one. But now the Lingbane is actually catching up here. Oh, decent shot, but doesn't actually take down enough of that. Oh, the mines are going to actually not do anything there. They're going to go down, and Mara is actually looking to dominate Sickis here in this game number 2. Potentially forcing a game number 3 decider match. Oh, decent mine shot. Obviously the biggest money shots. Honestly, don't take it that way. Sometimes it happens, and you just gotta suck up to it, and that's it. You know, just say fuck it, and you just do it. Of course, it's a pain. Trust me, you're not alone. Technical difficulties will happen. In the meantime, Sickis is trying to push in once again into this base. Obviously, this is good for him because there is a choke point, so maybe a mine shot on the clump up Lingbane could actually be quite useful. Do we have... We don't have drilling claws. Oh, that is actually quite sad on the side of Sickis. Of course you have the armory, but that's not going to cloak the mine. Okay. The queens are going to soak up that mine damage. Sickis needs to get away from here. It's gonna manage to do so. There is a single corruptor. Okay, there are 3 corruptors actually. There should be a 4th one somewhere. By the looks of it, he's gonna have to boost away. Now Mar has barely any workers, and if Sickest is aware of that, then he will just keep making the units and just try to make even better trades, even more efficient trades. He needs to be careful. He's gonna get supply blocked really soon. Adds a second factory. Is that a second factory? Yes, that's the second factory, and we have 8 Raxes and a single starport. Still doesn't start the new depots. Starts a new command center, the 4th command center, which is obviously like everything is well overdue. Mar is floating all the gas in the world, and Sickest just spent his money of like 1k minerals, so I guess it's all good. And for now, Sickest is going for +3/+2. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, the ghost actually proving really useful there. Oh, that's really good. It's gonna try and snipe these queens. That is absolutely perfect there. Can he just actually try and go for something? Oh, that's a decent mine shot. And now he can turn back and just fight this. Maybe. Oh, the Bailings are going to connect all of them. Sodbat is going to try and just split those Marines as much as possible. Oh my god, that these Bailings are actually going to connect with singular Marines. That is obviously not what you want as the Zerg. It looked quite grim for Sickest, but look at the army supply difference here. The army supply tells the difference that keeps Sickest in this. So let's see, the 4th command center is going to move out there. The main has mined out already. Obviously, as the Terran, you have the advantage. Oh, never mind. He's actually in trouble. It doesn't have any advantage anymore. He needs to kind of turn back at least a couple of his units. Now he's going to have to deal with this. He's going to burrow the mines. He's probably going to just try and not die at that base. Let's see the connection. Oh, that's beautiful connection here onto those Bailings. That is so nice, and he's gonna deal with the corruptors as well. He's gonna snipe a couple of them. Not gonna take them down instantly because they don't die to a single snipe, but still, it's a good start. Queen is gonna fall. Oh, but there's Ultras here. Now, Ultras will require more snipes than before, obviously, since the snipe damage was changed. It's a lower base damage, I believe, and more bonus damage to Psionic, which Queens are, by the way. So Queens, Vipers, Infestors, like yeah, there's a lot of good ones there, like a lot of Psionic units. Apparently even the Warpism is Psionic, but that's mechanical as well. So, and another fun fact, you can Interference Matrix a High Templar. Maybe that's something that people knew. I didn't. I found it out like couple weeks ago, I believe, when I'm trying to think of it, maybe it was exactly when wait, so I believe it was Patches versus Brockmeister. Okay, another round of Lingbane is actually coming in. The connections are there, but a lot of them are connecting with Marauders. 2 medevacs worth of stuff is actually getting out of here. Double the armor supply for Sickest. Mar is in a bit of trouble. That 4th base is actually in danger. There was a bit of a drop here, but still, this base is gonna fall. The 3rd base falls right now, and Sickest is going to take it in a really fashionable way. All right, that means the champion is going to be Mr. Sickest. 2-0 for the young Polish Terran player. All right, we're gonna do a real quick restart, and then we're gonna move into brutal Wings of Liberty. All right, see you back in just a bit.